Hello digital artists! In this video I'm going to walk through the steps on how to complete the Chris Uphues Inspired Hearts project. So Chris Uphues is a contemporary artist and he's known for his street mural artworks. So people pay him to come decorate the sides of buildings and walls with his art. His style artwork is made of paper hearts that he pastes up to brick walls. So first we are going to look at the artwork by Chris Uphues in class, and then we're going to start creating our design. So I'm going to get rid of my design so we can do it together. So step number 2 says to create hearts with the shape tool. So I'm going to come over to the shape tool, shapes, and choose the heart. Then I'm going to click and drag to make a few hearts, not just one. And once I have one heart, I can just duplicate it and resize it. So duplicate it, Control D, and then I can use the squares to resize them. I want to have a few, and I want them to be different sizes. They can even be, overlapping a little bit. Like that. There we go. Then we need to create faces on the hearts. So we're going to make eyes with the shape tool, and then I'm going to show you a new tool, the line tools, to make the mouth. So I'm going to use some different shapes to make the eyes on my hearts. I'm going to use the oval. It's kind of the most basic. Once I have one oval, I can duplicate it. And if I want to add more details inside of the eye, like the pupils, I love using Control D to just make the shapes that I need nice and quick instead of having to go back over to the shape tool. If you don't want to use the shape tool, you could try using the chord. So if I tilt it this way, the eye might look angry. If I tilt it like this, it might look sleepy. Or if I tilt it upside down, it might look happy. Once I get it right, I can duplicate it and move it over. If I want to flip it over, because I notice that it's kind of leaning, I can use rotation, flip horizontal from the format options toolbar. I might want to make pupils on this eye, so I don't have to use the chord, but maybe I will. So to flip it over, format options, flip horizontally. And I can just line them up like that. So now I have some eyes using the oval, the chord, and if I want to make the eye look like it's winking, I might want to try the crescent. So if I take the crescent has this yellow diamond, so I can stretch it out and make it a long line. So if I want to make it look like the eyes are closed or blinking, I can use the crescent, duplicate it, or if I want to make one look like it's winging, let's do that over here. I can put one like this, and then I can do another eye that's open. What shape will I use? I'll just use the oval. But instead I'll make it wide instead of making it tall. Like that. So I have eyes on all of my hearts. Now I'm going to make the mouth. Now you have some different choices for the mouth. You could use a shape to make it look like the mouth is open, and I'm just going to use the pie. And I can use those yellow diamonds again to change the pie. So now it looks like I have an open mouth. Like they're happy. But maybe I want to just do a simple smile. We're going to look at the line tool. So the line tool has different choices. It has the line, it has curve, polyline, and scribble. I'm going to use scribble first because I think it's the easiest. So with the scribble tool, it's like drawing with a pen. So this is what I'll do. With the scribble tool, I want to make a smile. So I'm going to make curves by clicking, dragging, and then releasing the mouse. clicking, dragging, then releasing the mouse. I can also use this to add a nose, just a loop. I can make different types of lines too. Maybe I want to make a shape for the mouth, like I have this mouth. Maybe I want to add a tongue. Oops. I need to zoom in sometimes with the actual zoom tool. There we go. Let's zoom in one more time. So now with polyline, it's a little bit more tricky because I'm making a new shape. So the symbol for polyline looks like a shape. So I click, move the mouse, click, move the mouse, click, and I could make a shape that looks like a tongue. Maybe I want to make a smile with a different tool. I'm going to use Curve. So Curve is a tool that helps make round, smooth curves. It can also make a shape, but for this we might just want to make a line. So again, I'm going to zoom into 200 and zoom in again, so that way I'm really up close to the area I'm working on. And then I can use the curve and when I'm done with my line, I can double click. If I mess up, I just click the pointer, click back to curve, and then I can start again. So click, move the mouse, click, move the mouse, click, move the mouse, click, move the mouse, click, click, click. Double click to finish your line. If you mess up and you've got this new line coming, you just click the pointer, click back to curve, click, 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 double click because you're done. Come back to the pointer. If I want to be a little bit silly, maybe I want to add some teeth. On the smile. And then I can zoom back out to fit, so that way I can see everything. We have one more smile to make, and I'm just going to go back to the one that I think is the easiest, the scribble. Because scribble is just like drawing with the pencil. So I click. Oh, we're having some technical difficulties. There we go. And then I can move it around just like another shape because it's kind of going over the little face here. So I can even shrink it down. Like that. So that's my mouth. So now that I finished step number 3, I created faces on the hearts, I can go to step number 4. Details behind the hearts. So to move things behind, I'm going to want to use arrange, order, send to back, or the keyboard shortcut control down arrow key or control shift down arrow key. So I want to make rainbow stripes and clouds. So to make rainbow stripes, I will use the rectangle. And I'll just decide where I want them to go. So maybe for this, I just want one that goes all the way across, straight behind, and it kind of connects all of them. I'll use control, shift, down arrow key, or arrange, order, send to back. So the difference between send backwards is it'll go one layer at a time, or send to backwards, control, shift, down arrow key, it goes all the way to the back. To make this quick, I want to fill it in with a gradient, and I'm going to show you how I make a custom gradient that is a rainbow. So I click add a bunch of times, and I can move the dots. When I move the dots, it spreads them out, but they're all the same shade of gray. So what I need to do is click the square, click the circle with the color, choose the color. So red, orange, maybe we'll do this one pastel. We'll choose these kind of pastel colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Another blue, or is that the same blue? I don't like that one. Let's make it a little darker. And if I need to add another stop, I just click add and pink, and then click OK. So there's my custom colored gradient that looks like a rainbow. If I want to make more of it, I can just duplicate it, resize it, and do Control Shift down arrow key to move it behind. So I can duplicate it, Control Shift down arrow key to move it all the way to the back. Now I probably want to make these come all the way to the edge. There we go. Like that. Maybe I want to make this one a little bit taller and move it over. So I can always adjust my work as I go. Then I want to add some clouds behind everything, so I'm going to come over to Shape Cloud. Control Shift down arrow key. Can duplicate it, place another one, Control Shift down arrow key. Can make it bigger or smaller, depending on what you want to do for your design. There we go. So step number 4 was to add the details behind the hearts, the rainbow stripe and the clouds. So now we're going to add a brick wall for a background because he makes a street mural. We're going to use Insert Image, search the web, and type in brick wall. Maybe you want a white brick wall. And then we can choose one. I like this one. Insert it. Uh-oh, everything's covered. We need to use Arrange, Order, Send to Back. And now it's behind everything. We need to add color to everything. And then we can sign our artwork and write our artist statement. So to add color, I'm just going to click on both my clouds, Shift and click. Then come over to Gradient. And I'll just choose this light one. For my hearts, I will make them red, orange, yellow, and green. I might need to fill in these shapes that we made with the different tools with green. Shift and click, make them green. Now we have other things that we need to color in. So I want all my pupils to be black. So Shift and click, keep holding Shift down, clicking all the things that I want to color black, fill color, black. Then all the things I want to make white, Shift and click, 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 fill them in white. I missed this one eye, so I'll click that, make it black. These teeth, I want them to be white. This mouth, I want it to be 2 shades of red. So a dark red and a lighter red. And we're done. So now it's time to sign your artwork. The way I like to do it is insert word art. I type in my name and the year. I choose a font because Arial is basic. I choose whatever font I like. I can shrink it down, move it to the bottom of the wall. I can change the color. I can take the border and turn it off. Or I can choose a solid color for my border so my name pops. And now I'm done and ready to write my artist statement and then put all of this in my digital art portfolio.